Alright, so currently we've got this little shelf here. Got a refrigerator. That's some bananas. And yes, those are donuts. Alright, so I've got some wiring that I've got to tuck away. That is wiring for running lights when we're driving, but we've got a lot of empty space back there that's not being utilized because that pole back there is mashed against that metal strip. So I'm going to cut out some shelving to take the place and see if we can't clean this up a little bit nicer. And the same is going to go back here to this back. We're going to replace all this, get it looking nicer. Okay, so this is the area we get to work with. That shelving support right there, that was where our refrigerator was sitting on top of that, and I needed to extend those out. I'm going to keep that shelf right there in place, but I'm going to use the same template for the bottom shelf, and then we're going to have a upper shelf above the refrigerator with enough space for the refrigerator to vent. I'll step out here, guys, because we have to have airflow for this refrigerator. Alright, right now we got it hooked up right now. So we'll be able to use this template here to make those. Real quick, looks like my wife is cooking dinner out here. Looks like I've got chicken. And of course that is running off of our solar right here. Not too bad. I moved the other charge controller on the side of this down here so we had to plug in at night, so we could charge up our cell phones and stuff, still have access to them. But I'm gonna need to plug in also on the inverter for our saw. So just so you know, a pen is not ideal, but that's all I have. I cannot find any of my pencils, so pen's working. Alright, so we got the shelving up and down there as well, so it gives us more depth space, and this way we don't have to put everything up here. I mean, these vents have to be open for this to work. There's three sets of vents on this thing, and they have to be open, so now we don't have to worry about putting things on top of the refrigerator. We're going to set it up on top. And we got more space in the bottom now, which is a deeper shelf. I'll have to see if I'm going to need to put lighting in here or not. We'll find out tonight. Alright guys, so I know those shelves are not key as far as, you know, eye candy or anything like that. It is a rough shelf, but it works for our need. All right, we're using reclaimed wood on that. We don't have access to Lowe's and Home Depot right now. It's just, you know, it is what it is. We use what we had available. It will work for what we need. Now, hopefully it lasts long enough for when we get out to Wyoming, we can actually start building our home. Hopefully it lasts that long. Anyway, I want to do a real quick shout out to one of our new members that just joined the channel. As for our membership program, is Southern Boy Prepper. Definitely good to see you, man. Definitely appreciate that support. If you guys remember, I just recently did a video, a shout out video to him. He's been working on a garden out there where he's at. Of course, the storms have been rough. It really has. I mean, our garden is still growing. We haven't really lost anything, thankfully. We've had a lot of rain, a lot of wind, and we've been putting in a lot of work trying to keep everything going. So hopefully everything else still stays and stays hold. So yes, Southern Boy Prepper, definitely appreciate you joining our paid membership for the channel. Definitely appreciate that support. To everyone that's watching, no one has to do that. You know, I always try to communicate with everybody here in the community. It just helps us out financially here on the channel. So again, definitely appreciate that. Now those back shelves I still got to get to. I've got to find my screws. I don't know where they are, guys. I've been looking around. It's just that panel on the side of the trailer is so thin. Trying to use a nail or something like that, it just falls out. It just doesn't hold very well. Technically, I should be using a wall jack. Drill it out, put the wall jack in, then use the screws into the wall jack. I don't have that, so we're just using what we have available. Super glue and duct tape, right? Super glue and duct tape. It works every time. So we did get the other shelves put in. Sorry guys, we're not gonna have a live stream tonight. I wanted to. I'm beat. I'm hurting. It's just not up to it. I was supposed to do all this wiring here and get all that stuff up out of the way. Just took a lot out of me today. But I don't know. Maybe we can get a live stream tomorrow evening. I'm not really sure. Hopefully. But yeah, got a lot done. It's just exhausted. So anyway guys, y'all take care. Speak to y'all later.